Hello, my people. Welcome back to the second part of this Q&A session. It's still Dr. Mindai speaking, and I'll quickly attend to the remaining questions now, so we'll have time um, for myself, I will have time to do other things. It's New York session. It's 1 p.m. already, and I've been seated here since 7 a.m. So going over to what somebody said here. Now, we stopped here the last time, and we'll continue from here. Now, a lot of persons already gave answers to this guy. Some persons did a great job by answering the questions, even though it wasn't needed, but they actually answered, and some did so well. Let's read some of the replies here that they gave to this guy. Okay, this guy was literally telling him the reason his SL is always getting hit is because he's not drawing his POI as zones. That he should be drawing his POI as zones, not just lines. He shouldn't go with what is happening at the moment. He should just go with what works with the system. Another person said the reason his SL is getting hit is as a result of no inducement present. And from the chart, there's actually inducement here. It depends on how you see inducement or where you look at it from. He actually also drew his POI as a zone, which is this bigger one, and he refined it to a smaller zone. So the zone is not also the issue. Now this trade, we can't use this trade to judge, because he said his trades are always getting hit, his SL. But give me a minute. Okay, let's continue. He said his SL is always getting hit. For this very trade, SL didn't get hit. We did not see the after, just the before. This is just a new setup. And for me, this setup is not bad. The entry is not also bad, but you marked an entry at a price level and somehow other block area based on that week, but you are taking it from a breaker or support area. That doesn't sit well with me. You have to pick it from this very area. Number one. Number two, your stop loss doesn't sit well with me. It's in a liquidity area, so it has to be a bit more below. So I think I will not just judge from this setup. It's a nice setup, and only you know what you saw by placing it there. So I respect traders a lot because they see the chart in their own unique way. So if you expect TON to come down to $6.5 before buying, it's actually a good price if we are to look at the crypto market. Myself, I'm looking to buy TON once it comes down to 6 point something, or even $6 on the dot. So it's not actually that bad, and that's it. I don't really have much to say on this until I see up to 2 or 3 charts before I can decide or I can say something. The next question says, I base in Benue State, boss. I remember you posted a book that I like. How do I get this book? Or is it in PDF format? Or that should probably be my book. I answered this guy 4 hours ago when I did the first video. There was a link I sent to him, but let me open it here. If you go to my website, mindiTrading.com, you will find out that it's still under development. mindiTrading.com, you find out it's still under development. But if you go to mindiTrading.com/books, you will see my book there. This one is just here. So this is the book. You can always get a copy for yourself. When you come to this website and you've seen enough you needed to see, you can always get a copy here. And if you want to know more about me, here's a little I wrote about me here. And you can click to grab a copy. You can join my Telegram channel through this means. When you click to grab a copy, it will take you to my seller page where you can get a PDF or hard copy version of the book. For those outside Nigeria, I get messages of people always asking, I think it's from Canada, UK, and South Africa especially. The thing is, I only will build within Nigeria for now. You can always get the ebook, which is the soft copy. And if you want to get the hard copy and you're within Nigeria, you can just purchase it and you get it way built to you. You get. You can also join my Telegram channel through here or any means you want to use. You get. So that's that for my book. I replied the guy already by sending him the link to that very website. The link to that very website. I sent it to him already. And the next question is how to use higher and lower time frames to trade Euro USD. I know you are specific with Euro USD because you know that's why I trade, right? How to use higher time frame and lower time frame. I already explained how I trade mine. I've actually built experience with this pair. So there are a few things I tend to do that if I say them to you, they don't make sense. And it doesn't even, it will never sit well with you. But I understand what I do with Euro USD. I will not be able to do the same thing with every other pair. If I want to trade any other pair now, I'll have to start analyzing technically, understanding structure, using structure, and all the tools I need. But with Euro USD, I don't really need that. You get. So the way I use higher time frame and lower time frame, I already explained in the first part of this video. So you can see that and watch it. Now this man asks, how do you mark structure? The brilliant question. How I see structure is way different from how we were taught when we started. We were taught higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And when downtrend started, we see lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high. Why this is very accurate and it's not bad, this is not how I see structure for me. I see structure in a very different way. And if you want to understand how I see structure, even though I didn't explain entirely how I see it, I actually did a little bit of work on it. On my birthday, April 30, I explained, in fact, what I give there, if you backtest it, you should be doing massive with it already. Let me go to my Telegram channel, my free Telegram channel, and show it to you. Here's my free Telegram channel. Let me go to April 30, which was my birthday. And let's see, let me just show you the video. I won't play it, but I just want to show you, yes, it's here. In case you want to search for it. April 30, this is June, we are still in June. This is April 22. Oops, mistakenly take it to February. Okay, this is May. Let me just take it back a bit. April 30, the last day of April. Okay, this happens to be the day. Here's a video. I did a Q&A birthday broadcast to answer so many questions, and its duration is 1 hour 28 minutes. And during the class, I actually told the guys where I will be selling from. And this was the chart. I said I'll be selling from here during the class, and I explained my reason based on how I see structure. Even though it's obvious that the market looks bearish, but I want to sell from here. And this is actually the end result. The market got here and started selling. And of course, I took the trade. I would not give out a trade or just talk about trade. Whether I post it or not, I would definitely take it. It's not a big deal. I've grown past that stage where I just talk and I don't execute. I prefer to execute and not even talk and all of that. So here's what is giving me money. So why should I play with it? So, and every trade here, I took them. If you go through my channel, just scroll back. This one, this one, this one, and this. You just scroll back, you see all of them. I took them. It's not some before and after stuff that I'm posting out there. So that's it. You can search for it and you have access to it. It's that simple. You will see how I mark structure. And the next question is best time frame to use in determining the direction of a trading pair. Somebody asked this before. I answered it in the previous video in the part 1. He said I should do a top-down analysis. There are different ways to do top-down analysis, TDA. I already showed one in the previous video, the part 1. You should get it and watch. I will show another one hopefully The next time I do question and answer session and this question repeats itself. This one said, what are the best scenarios or strategies to know or to predict where a trade might be going to next, whether up or down? It's the same thing as asking me how to know the direction of the market. There are different ways to know the direction. Is it that you use structure based on a certain time frame, can be 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or daily. Either you use structure, or you use candlestick reading, or you use opening range. There are many ways you get. So for me, I have the one I use. You can use any of these ones I have mentioned, and you know how to. You don't have to predict, just know the story, what is happening, and follow the story. If the story is telling you it's selling, you should join the sell. If it is saying buy, you should join the buy. Don't try to predict a reversal or continuation. Thank you for another opportunity, Williams. That's me. What's the secret you discovered about trading Euro USD and your experience in Euro USD live chats? Nothing like secret. I don't believe in the term secret. I just believe they are privileged information that some person has access to and others do not. So what I discovered that made me love Euro USD so much, or made me to just balance the way I trade, was first of all how I see structure. I don't see structure like this, the way we're taught, but I still use that. It's an advantage, added advantage. I see structure, that changed the game for me, and that also helped to balance my psychology. Number two is how I see imbalance. How I see imbalance is not the way we were taught, that balance is the gap between three candles when they don't lap each other or wherever it is, according to ICT or SMC. I don't see balance that way. That's number two. Number three is how I see liquidity. I don't see liquidity like the way we see liquidity swing. Sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity. No. So understanding these three things bettered what I call money transfer, and then other things I look out for. So it is not really a secret. These are information that you already have, but you have not arranged it the way I use them. If I teach you the same thing I'm talking about now, you think it's a secret. No, it's the same thing that's on the internet, but the way I arranged mine and made it a system is what makes the difference. You get. So that's just it, and based on my experience with Euro USD, I tend to understand it. If you watched the video, I dropped 7 minutes video in my timeline. You will discover I was talking about if you drive in the markets, what drives Euro USD and other pairs. So that also is an added advantage. It's an added advantage. And whether I do analysis or not, I can tell what will happen with Euro USD. And it's just an added advantage. It's also mastery. It's not easy to trade one pair. Let me know which are the face trading just this one pair. So not be chop. I won't lie to you. Let me go over to the next question. So what are indicators and how to apply them? There are so many indicators. This is an indicator. This watermark is an indicator. This session liquidity is an indicator that I use. I'll also talk about this later. Somebody asked a question regarding that. And when you mean trading indicator, technical indicator, I know that's what you are referring to. There are so many indicators. Indicators are just price action tools. They are technical tools. I know people usually say price action indicator is not price action. Just leave people, let them talk trash. At the end of the day, I won't make money. It's a big pass. So indicators are price action tools. They tell you the action of price. Read it from back and then to front, and then from front and then to back. Price action of price. It's just telling you what price is currently doing, what price has done, and what price will do based on what has been happening. That's what indicators tend to tell you. Even though these indicators, as the name implies, they indicate what will happen next. Indicators. So even though they lag, some of them lag, but over time the ones I've found to be accurate while I was still trading indicator, and if I want to start trading indicator now, they are the ones I will still use, is the RSI divergence. and then moving averages. RSI divergence for divergence, and moving averages for direction and entry. They are very accurate, you get. So those are just the indicators I would want to talk about. There are also other indicators here, although they are TradingView Premium, volume candles, footprint, volume, and time price opportunity. You see these three things. If you can take time to learn and use them, trust me, you will almost not make losses in the market. Yes, I'm currently still learning them. I'm still learning them, and I've not mastered them, so I'm still trading what I trade. When I master them now, I'll just pay for TradingView 1 year plan for this very account. I have two accounts. One is my company account, and that's the one that's on premium at the moment. But this very one is personal, so just pay, and because it's on premium, and that's a big one to get. It's actually an added advantage. Nothing is 100% sure in the market, just an added advantage. And there are indicators too. Yes. So please, more explanation on risk management. This is a very important topic, but time will not permit us to stretch it. Risk management is more than just knowing what to risk per trade. You get, risk management starts with technical analysis. Are you buying at a more discounted area or more premium area, or selling at more premium area? So it starts with that first. Risk management also has to do with capital preservation. It also has to do with a certain risk to reward you are willing to take, stop loss placement, and of course the amount you are willing to risk per trade. So risk management is, should I say, is a bit wide, but let's focus on risk management as per the amount you are willing to risk per trade. Are you willing to risk $100, $200, analyze, set your pending order? Let's say you want to take a trade from here, and your stop loss is here, and your take profit is here. Once you have this now, the next thing you will want to do, since this is here, I have an indicator here that I use. You just click, I have two of them. This is one, and this is two. Anyone you want to use. Let's use this one. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me in this FX. This one will be better. Fortunately, I'll have to take out one of my indicator here for it to work. Let me use this platform. Cashback Forex. So you just have to give the Cashback Forex a little rules. It's simple. Forex size calculator. And you come over here. The pair is Euro USD, and my currency is in dollars. How many pips is my stop loss? It's simple. Just come over here. You click it. 13.4 pip stop loss. 13.4 pip stop loss. It's you write it down here. 13.4. Then what's my capital? Let's say my capital is $5,000. $5,000. And how much am I willing to risk? You can put the amount you are willing to risk in USD. Let's say you want to risk only $100, or you put the percentage. You can say I'm willing to risk only $100. Then click calculate. It will calculate that you should. That's 2% of your account, and it will tell you to use 0.74 lot size. And if you use this, it is that exact amount you will lose. So when you now know you are risking $100, and this 1:5 risk to reward, times that $100 times 5, you will know your take profit. This is the risk to reward, 5.09. Times it by 5, and you know what you are getting when it gets to take profit. So that is a general way for risk management. There are other ways to talk about risk management, but time will not permit us to stretch that because we have other questions to attend to, and I do not wish to do any other video aside this. Last one. How do I know when to enter a trade and when to exit? This totally depends on your system. Totally depends on your system. The system should tell you, should explain to you structures which makes up the system. It should tell you when to enter a trade, when to exit the trade, what to risk. That you can set it yourself. Your system do not have to tell you what to risk. And so many things I can't recall right now. The time to take the trade, the time not to be on charts, the kind of pairs the system allows you to trade, and so many things. Your system should just tell you what to do, and you need to follow it flawlessly. So I don't know when. When has to do with timing. When has so my system has timing that I follow, and I know when I should be in a trade and when I shouldn't be in a trade. When has to do with sometimes timing and should I say location. That's supposed to be where to enter a trade. So good morning, sir. The next person said, thanks for helping upcoming traders. We are all upcoming traders, including myself. None of us is there yet, but let's continue. So I want to understand how to identify market structure and liquidity and some technical analysis. Thanks, boy. Now focus this boy on what. If I teach you these things, what do you mean again? Well, to understand market structure, if I start talking about this now, it will take our time. But I've talked about structure. Go get that my video I talked about that I did April 30th, my birthday. You understand market structure. I did talk about liquidity there as well, a little bit of it. And that's just it. That's what I will say about this very question. This one's a more explanation on breakout block on lower time frame. And I want to answer these two guys together. And this one wants to, they have already answered this guy, but I will just still do a little bit on it. He wants to know the difference between buy stop, buy limit, sell stop. Why this one wants to know breakout block on lower time frames. And here is it. Breakout block, which can also be called reclaim block or support and resistance or whatever. You must understand one simple thing. Every other block on lower time frame is a breakout block on higher time frame. So a breakout block on higher time frame can be a price level on higher time frame. So when you have a breakout block like this on the 1 hour like this, if you go over to lower time frame, it will be another block there. So it's that simple. If you have a breakout block, maybe something like this on lower time, on higher time frame, if you go to let's say 5 minutes, you'll find another block there. It's a simple scenario. It's not complicated. Here is it. If you check it very well, this is a breakout block on higher time frame as we mark. But if you refine it, that's the other block, the area to pick the trade from. You want to trade at all from that area. So it's something you need to understand. So breakout block is just a way to tell you a support and resistance. When the market does something like this and it breaks here, the market sometimes tends to come back to respect it. And some people call it breakout block, some call it reclaim block, some call it resistance on support. Why I do not trade breakout block, it's liquidity for me. It's liquidity for me. But it's not a big deal to trade it. You can trade it here and then you prepare to grab whatever it is you want to take next day. Yes, I did very good explanation on this in the first video, but I'm trying to manage time now, so I might not be able to go deeper on it. Then the guy that wants to understand the difference between buy limit and sell limit, buy stop and sell stop. The limit orders are for reversal trades. Stop orders are for continuation trades. For example, if the market is doing something like this, and you're interested in selling from somewhere here and buying from somewhere here. Now, if you want to buy, you have to buy below current price area. So you set a buy limit here and stop loss below and take profit maybe above. In case the market decides to come here like this later in the future, it will trigger your buy limit. And if you are correct, it goes up. If you are wrong, it goes down and hits your stop loss. However, overall, you are predicting that the market will reverse from here. I will tell you the difference, but this is already an explanation. I will still give an example. Now, for sell limit, from this current market price, you want to sell, so you are predicting that the market will reverse from here. Put your stop loss here. So sell limit and buy limit are for reversal trades, while buy stop and sell stop is for continuation. So you put it above current market price. So if market comes here, it triggers. If you are right, it goes in your favor. If you are wrong, it hits stop loss. But you are sharp predicting a reversal. It's for reversal trades. But you see buy stop and sell stop, it is for continuation. The market is currently here, and you are saying if market breaks here, it will continue going down. And if it breaks here, it will continue going up. So you just give the market an order and say, okay, I want to buy here, stop loss here. If you break here, put me in the trade. And if the market rally up and breaks that area, you will be in this trade. If you are right, it goes to your take profit. If you are wrong, it comes to your stop loss. However, you are predicting a continuation. Same thing for the sell side. If you are saying the market will continue selling if it breaks here, you just give it that order. And when the market comes down, if you are right, triggers you. If you are wrong, goes to your stop loss. You are just still saying it will continue. Now, it's more like dollar is currently at 1,000 naira here per dollar. And you are saying you will only buy if it drops to 700 naira per dollar. You are predicting buy limit. So if it comes to 700 naira per dollar, you will buy. One other person is saying it will not go to 700 naira per dollar. The person is saying I want to buy at $1,000, or I want to buy at 1.2. The market will continue going up until it gets to 1.5 before I will sell. So you are saying there's going to be a continuation. So you set your order that if this market continues from 1,000 naira going up, I will buy until it gets to 1.5, then I will sell. There will also be another trader who is saying I will sell immediately get to 1.5, so they will set a sell limit order and all of that. So it's just the difference. You want the market to continue in a certain direction, so you set buy and sell stop. If you want it to reverse, you set buy or sell limit. That's the simple explanation. And quickly, let me check how much time we have used. 27 minutes. We have 3 minutes more. So yeah, this might be more than 30 minutes if I don't want to do another video. Okay, why is it hard to hold profit but easy to hold loss? Number one, how do I stack trades? Another one. So this one does not require charts. Now for this guy Mike here, it's simple. The reason it's hard to hold profit but easy to hold loss is because you don't have a stop loss or take profit. If you have a stop loss, it shouldn't be hard to hold loss. It will either hit your stop loss or hit your take profit. It is hard to hold profit because you don't have a take profit. Your take profit should be, let's say, $1,000. Your trade is currently running at $1,200, but you still want it to get to $3,000. Or you depend so much on the money, your emotions are attached. So you see profit of $30, your take profit is $100, you run out with $30 because you don't want to lose. But you see a loss of $30, you will not close, you want it to, you will just be holding because you want it to reverse until you close your account because you don't want to lose. Trading is not an emotional game, it's a psychology game. It's a game of probability where you are either wrong or right. So when you deposit your money, remove your mind from it first of all and start looking for something else to get you money. Just trade. SL or TP, that's my rule. I don't break even or do all those many things. SL or TP. Sometimes I partial, but it's either SL or TP. So if you are scared of holding profit, whenever market goes in your direction, go break even and protect your capital instead of holding loss. Because you're either wanting not to make loss or you want money and maybe you see $30 out of 100 that you're targeting, you quickly close. Overall, make sure there's a TP and SL so it will not be too easy to hold loss. If you hit your SL, you rest. If you hit TP, you're happy, but no close along the line. That's what I would say. I'm just in a hurry now and I'm not calculating the words I'm using or trying to be careful with things I say right now. How do I stack trades? Unfortunately, I do not stack. It's something I'm looking to do in the future because I have friends that do it. But one thing I will advise you when you want to start, keep aside extra money because when you want to stack and you put in $20, you can blow that first $20. You put in another $20, you can blow it. Maybe it is the third one that will now work, and the third one will be flipped to $3,000. That's the one you see people post on the internet. They will not post the first two that they blow. So if you want to do it, keep aside extra money to take advantage of the move. Because if you have just $20, you are using the free $20. After market don't blow that your $20, it will not start going in your direction. By then you have missed the main move, but your first money is gone. So if you have extra money to take advantage of it, if you enter load buy, you hit your SL, you can put again to load the same buy if you believe in that direction until one works. You might be lucky the first one will be the one that will work, I mean to say. You might also be unlucky, it's the third or fifth one that will work. And that's the one we see on the internet. So if I want to start, that is exactly what I would do, and I look to do that later in the future. But for now, I do not start. Some persons already gave you answers on that comment section, so kudos to them. Quickly, I'll start from the last now to here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. This one said, do you think a trading strategy can stop working? Let's say you have been using a strategy and you have been having good win rate. All of a sudden, while doing the same thing, you started getting so much losses for a long time, doing the exact same thing you have been doing. I guess I understand you very well. I understand you. This trading strategy does not stop working, but your entry pattern might stop working. Your entry criteria might stop working. I've observed that over time when I trade. When I make series of losses, whenever I backtest, I'm backtesting to work on my entry and stop loss, nothing else. I've noticed there are times I'll be trading, I'll be hitting stop loss. I notice the system is still working fine. Market will hit your stop loss and go in your direction. Your entry needs to be worked on. Your stop loss placement needs to be worked on. So if you feel you need to change the system, I don't have issues with that, but I believe the system is not the issue. The issue is whatever it is that is connected to the system. So you can always edit when you need to. You get so. I wish I can stress more on that, but I will stop there for now. Yes. As a trader, as a session trader using liquidity sweep, do you make use of PDA as your POI for entry? What do you use for confirmation before taking trades after liquidity sweep? First of all, I used to be a session trader. I no longer do session trading. And I have personalized timing I trade. So it does not matter what session it is what time it is. So if my time is right, I trade. Then secondly, I do not know what PDA means, but I know what POI means. I used to see it this short form, but I don't know the full meaning. I don't know how it is on charts. I've never spotted it. I've never seen it on charts. But I know it's an ICT term, so I do not know what that is. No verse. But I understand your question. My entry confirmation, what do I use for entry confirmation? I use my 3 candles reverse entry for my confirmation. For entry only. I have an entry criteria I use. But before I take that one, I use my 3 candles reverse entry to influence it before I take it. So every other thing, this liquidity sweep, I used to see people say it a lot, including myself. I used to say it a lot, but I didn't understand it until recently. That the one we call liquidity sweep is when an area is sticking out more like endorsement and it's reversed, then we call it liquidity sweep. I understood it recently, and it's actually a great one, a good idea to trade. So ICT did a great job by teaching you guys that. I've never seen his video, so I do not understand much about his concept, but I do know smart money concept, and that's where this POI is, right? So let's continue. You said I'm a newbie. Please, how can I trade with leverage? This shows you are a newbie. Like entering a trade with leverage on MT5. MT5 does not give you leverage. Broker does. So you have to go back to the basics. If possible, visit what do they call it, baby pips, and get yourself started from there. Okay. Last question that I'll be attending to, which is they say, sir, please, I use Luzago session indicator to determine session. Is it okay, sir? It's confusing to see other session indicator different from it, but it seems I understand the Luzago more. I need your humble opinion. This is my humble opinion. I do not use the Luzago. I've used several session indicators. In fact, this is the third one I'm using this year. This very one. Let me turn it on. This is the third one I'm using this year. And I didn't use the default timing. I did research and I used my personalized timing. So I did research on when Asia session starts, New York starts, London starts, and I edited everything to the way I want it. So this is Asian session. If I turn on that on now, let me turn on that on. Inputs on. So you see it now. You see the label. The blue is New York, the green is London, the orange is Asia. So you see the label. This is London, this is New York. So this is what I use, session liquidity. The other ones I used to use, like the Asian range at Q zone or ICT Q zone. I'll be deleting this one soon. I'll just leave this first one. So you just pick the one you want and just do a little research on the timing and then edit it to the way you want. The time you know these things occur. So you don't have to believe whatever it is any other person is saying or any other person is posting, whether it is the same with yours or different with yours. It doesn't have to be the same anyways. You just have to do what works for you and make money. So that's basically it. And now brings us to the end of this Q&A session. I will put my YouTube link in the caption. Do well to subscribe to it for future value. I'll be doing a full course on YouTube soon. And my Telegram channel, you can as well join and scroll back. You'll see what I've been doing for the past 4 years now. And do well to share this video so others can watch. And follow me if you have not been following me. I would start. So over time, I'll be doing this thing over and over again, once a week or once in a month or once in 2 weeks. I'll just ask you to, ask all your trading related questions, and I'll do a video like this to answer your questions. Once again, I appreciate you for watching, and do well to share. You can always go to my website to get my book. And when you get the book, it comes with a few privileges which you will get to know when you come to the website and all of that. So I appreciate you once again. Do take care of yourself and see you when I see you.